Please tell me you guys have seen that video of that girl at her quinceañera and she's like twerking. If you haven't seen this video, I need you guys to go look it up like right now because it's atrocious. To be completely serious and not over dramatic at all, it is probably one of the worst videos that I've ever seen on the internet, and I have so many questions. A lot of people are like, oh my god, who could do that in front of their family? My question is, why did she feel comfortable doing that in front of her family? Like, what goes on in her family? Obviously I'm not Hispanic, so please correct me if I am wrong. But normally the guys, like, who, like, are in the dances and are part of the dance routine and everything are, like, cousins. Right? Maybe in her case, they, like, weren't her cousins or anything like that, but, like...
Bombastic side-eye. Criminal offensive side-eye.
That's what's going through my head while I'm watching this, because I've seen, like, girls come out, like, on men's shoulders and, like, you know, a bunch of okay. Sorry, I can't talk, but like I was saying, I've seen girls come out on guys' shoulders and do all the extravagant stuff, but normally it's, like, their cousins. I'm just really hoping the guys that joined in on the dance routine were not her cousins. Remember earlier when I told you to go watch the video? Don't go watch the video because she's a child. She's a child and it's actually fucking disgusting. I don't understand how that's, like, staying up on the internet. She's 15. Also, her parents are fully to blame for this. A lot of people were saying, oh, like, maybe it was a surprise. Maybe, like, they didn't know about the dance routine and it was, like, her surprise thing for everyone. Lights should have been turned off. Party should have been shut down. And she should never fucking see the light of day again. She should be locked in her room for the rest of her life. Okay, I'm done talking about this because I'm going to start to get very angry because it's actually fucking disgusting. Anyways, I'm going to be an adult today and I'm going to go get my plates changed and I'm going to go get an oil change. I've had my car since June 5th of last year, so over a year ago, and I've never gotten an oil change in my entire life. Someone told me that my car will literally, like, break down and never work again if I don't get it changed, so we're going to go do that. I know I should have gotten it changed, like, a long time ago, but I was waiting for the light to come on and it just hasn't. Anyways, that's all. Bye. Do I think Avery Catherine should be bullied or canceled because she said some not nice things in high school about other girls?
First of all, this is not about Ashley Barnes. I do not know that girl. Anyways, comments like these are kind of crazy because I know you guys know her as a TikToker first, but I know her as someone I went to school with first. Like, I don't think of her as a TikToker. I think of her as someone who went to my high school who also did TikTok, if that makes sense. Anyways, I'm not trying to get her canceled. I really don't care about that stuff. But I will talk about how she bullied me. So junior year, there was a retreat for our high school that we both ended up going to, and I stayed on the bunk above her and she was in the bunk below me. There's me, that's her, that's our friend right there. So at this point, we'd only stayed there one night. And keep in mind, this is a religious retreat, and it's kind of, everyone's supposed to be closer, be friends, like, it's supposed to be very spiritual. So I was shocked when I was in the bathroom and I could hear girls in that room, on that bed that I just showed a picture of. One of them was AK Avery Catherine. And the night before, she had told me, she was like, why are you moving so much in the bed? But, like, I literally wasn't. Like, if I turned, the whole bed would move. Like, it was a rickety bunk bed, but whatever. Anyways, I hear my name come up, and then I hear Avery Catherine say, oh my god, Kaylee was moving so much in the bed last night. I literally had to ask her if she was getting railed. First of all, she did not say that to me, so I thought it was funny that she was trying to make a joke after the fact. Second of all, why are you talking about me at a retreat where we're supposed to be getting closer and worried about ourselves and our own spirituality? And then the conversation continued to just talking about me, and I actually ended up leaving the retreat early, and that was one of the worst experiences of my life. Okay, but let's rewind to sophomore year. This was before she was famous or anything like that, and I was actually friends with her. Like, I invited her to my birthday party and everything. We were pretty good friends, and one day she comes up to me. I remember it was in English class. She came up to me and she was like, "Did you show someone my private story?" And I was like, "No, I didn't." So basically what had happened was Avery posted about a girl that went to our school on her private story, and someone showed the girl, and Avery thought it was me who showed the girl, but it wasn't me. I know who did it. It wasn't me. And basically she posted about the girl crying at lunch, and I have some screenshots that Avery sent me that I literally just got from our saved chats this morning. So the me, that's AK, because she sent this to me. So this is her little group chat. I blanked out people's names because... So Avery said she basically knows I hate her, right? Like, she knows that no one likes her. Like, she's transferring to Bartram, which that girl did transfer to another school. And then she talks about how the girl, will call her Ellie, how Ellie's friend was posting with Ellie's ex, so she was upset. And then Avery says to her, "Oh, is that why you were crying after school?" And she flipped. And she was so mad, and I was just simply laughing. So she was like laughing in this girl's face. And do you see the whole thing? Someone in my private story with literally 8 people. I was one of those 8 people, and she thought I had showed Ellie. And then she talks about how Ellie posted about her crying at school, because basically Avery went up to Ellie one day while she was crying at lunch and was like, "Imagine crying at school, that's so embarrassing." So when Avery was crying, I guess Ellie posted the same exact thing. And then there's a lot of cussing, mean things. So yeah, just remember that your favorite TikTokers that you watch through a screen might be someone else's high school bully.
No, but with that, I also do not think that you guys should be going on that girl's page and telling her to get over it. What Catherine did is such a typical, like, teenage girl universal experience. Like, it's nothing new to just, like, spread rumors and say mean things about people, but she did it. Her apology was great. I think her apology was amazing. I think she really meant it. I think that she is sorry. I think that she does feel bad, but that doesn't erase what she did. If you go on the girl's account who posted about Avery, you will see that for months she's been posting about how traumatic high school was for her and how happy she was to graduate because high school just did not treat her well. She did not create that account or just post a video to get clout from anyone. She didn't even say Avery's name originally. I just feel like telling someone to get over it just because it has to do with your favorite influencer is so ridiculous, because we are seeing firsthand the effects that bullying has on young girls' mental health. Again, Avery Catherine is not evil. She was a normal teenage girl who was participating in normal teenage girl activities. We've all done it, but telling someone to get over it when they are the victim in the situation is literally crazy. And Avery did a great job owning up to what she did. My problem is with you guys going and bullying that girl because of it. I've also seen a lot of people like on the page being like, "Why are you bringing this up now? Like, why are you still bringing it up if it happened that long ago?" And it's like, when something bad happens to someone, no one gets to dictate how long it takes that person to get over it. Like, you might not like it because it involves your favorite TikToker, but it's her situation. Honestly, maybe she is cloud chasing, but it's the consequences of your own actions. Again, we all make mistakes, we all say mean things, we all do bad things, but like, those actions have consequences, and she said something mean, and it came back for her. It came back around. Now it's getting called out. And like, again, I don't think she should be getting bullied for it, but it should not pull to question why it's getting brought up again. It's getting brought up again because she can bring it up whenever she wants because you said something mean about her. Like, sorry, it sucks. It does. It does. I wouldn't want it to happen to me. But I wouldn't like blame the person for bringing it up again. I did it. If it gets brought up 20 years from now, it's on me because I did it. I would just like to make it abundantly clear that I am not an Avery Catherine hater. I'm also like, can acknowledge when someone does something wrong. Like, she did something wrong. She apologized for it. Okay, that doesn't erase it. The girl can bring it up whenever she wants because it's her situation to bring up. Like, it's just my take on the situation. I know it's unpopular, but honestly, I don't care. Anyways, that's all. Bye.
Get ready with me while I do a story time on how I found out I was pregnant at 15. So starting off, we're going to run this back all the way to beginning of December. when I went on a cruise with my little sister and my mammal to the Bahamas. So on this cruise, we went on it for a few days to the Bahamas, and I felt fine the whole entire cruise. Like, it was so much fun, and I'm underage, so I can't drink, so I had all my virgin drinks. And I think I got sick like one time, but then I took Dramamine and it was fine. The only thing I really noticed that could indicate that I was pregnant was it was supposed to be that time of the month for me on a cruise, but I never got it, so I didn't really think anything of it though, because I never keep track. But now things took a turn when we were on our way home. So we had a layover, which is 2 flights in one day, and the first flight we were on, I was completely fine. Like, I was not sick or anything, and so we were in Washington to board the plane and then go to Ohio. I was so nauseous. Like, I was asking my mammal to lay on the floor because I was so nauseous and she wouldn't let me. When we landed in Ohio and we were on our way home, I was just so tired and nauseous. I was just excited to go home because I get homesick from my mom. That's a fun fact. So I missed her and I was so tired and nauseous. And I was just like trying to get my luggage and just go home. I remember when my dad picked us up, I had to roll down my window. I was so nauseous, I was gonna puke everywhere. Over the next few days when I got home, I was super sick, but the thing was, I was only puking in the mornings, which is a huge sign that you're pregnant. I didn't think anything of it. But the weird thing is that I've been on 6 cruises, and every time I've never been sick like this, so I knew it wasn't the cruise. I then had my friend Jenna go ahead and get me a pregnancy test, because I was like, there's no way that I'm pregnant, but I'm still gonna, make sure. Next thing you know, of course, it came out positive, but I walked out and I looked at Jenna and I was like crying, but my face had a smile on it, and I was like, there's no way this is happening. She made the biggest mistake by telling me that it could be a false positive, because then I just thought I wasn't pregnant and it was just a false positive, but I didn't realize how rare false positives are. I then waited and then had my dad's girlfriend's daughter Riley get me 4 more pregnancy tests at Target, took them all, and next thing you know, they all came back positive. Then I figured out that I was for sure pregnant. The next day I went to my mom's house and I told her. I ended up getting grounded, and then the next few months were awful. I was pretty much in and out of the ER the next few months. I was puking my guts out, trying to manage school, dealing with issues with relationships and people and whatnot. After we got past that bump in the road, it kind of went smooth. Everyone just kind of was supportive. I had my baby shower, my gender reveal, and it was super nice. The one thing I will say is that I appreciate all the love and support, because it has helped me drastically these past few months, especially just mentally, so I appreciate that. Love you guys. Now for my little haters out there that say, you could have prevented this. I know. I made some decisions that I am not proud of, but at the same time, I know a lot of people make decisions that you think would take you one way, but end up leading you a complete opposite direction. One thing I want to address is that I'm not in any way, shape, or form trying to promote teen pregnancy and say you should go get pregnant as a teen. What I am saying is that I do support the teens that end up getting pregnant accidentally and didn't know that they were going to, and I support and encourage them to push through it, because it has been so hard. I could never imagine if I didn't have my support system and my family where I would be right now. But thank God I have amazing supporters, and it's made this process a lot easier. So I'm supporting the people that might not have that to keep pushing through it, because I promise you it will get better. Anyways, I love you guys. I appreciate everything. You guys don't know how much everything means to me. And yeah, love you guys.
So yesterday I posted a haul of the stuff that I got from Sephora and American Eagle, and someone commented on the video and was like, let me just remind you that you're black and not white. And honestly, ever since I got that comment, I deleted it, but I have not stopped thinking about it, because what an insane thing to say. I get on here to show the nice things that I bought myself, and someone's immediate reaction is to assume that I think that I'm white. And the worst part is, I would bet good money that the person who commented that was not white. They were probably a person of color, and they were probably black. And honestly, I feel like Michael Jackson said it best. If you want to make the world a better place, then take a look at yourself and then make the change. In the black community, there's so much equality that still needs to be done and so many things that need to be worked on, and expect everyone else to conform, but we do it to each other also. Like, how can we ever expect to have true equality if we can't even, like, get ourselves out of the box that people have put us in? In one of my other videos, I said that I hated the word whitewash, and a lot of people, like, didn't understand why, and this is why. It's so harmful, and it's so just racist. It's ridiculous. Like, I don't understand. It really is something that I will never understand. I speak this way because this is how I was taught to speak. If I grew up in Mexico, I'd have a Hispanic accent. It's not because I think that I'm Mexican, it's because that's where I grew up. That's how I learned how to talk. It's not hard to understand. And I don't think that anyone out there is stupid enough to think that someone talking a certain way means that they want to be another race. I think you guys just use that as an excuse to try to put other people in a box that white people created in the first place. Like, I really don't know what to say. I'm being myself. That's all that I can do. Telling someone that they don't act black enough, which essentially is what calling someone whitewashed is literally insane, and I don't understand how people can do that. Really, because I don't fit the stereotype means that I just must not want to be black, or I must hate being black. Like, what? Everything to do is when someone calls me whitewashed, I just reply back and I say, oh, please tell me how I could act more black. And they proceed to say the most racist thing that I've ever heard in my entire life. Oh, it's like just the way that you talk. Literally, what does that mean? Like, how can I talk more black? Someone please let me know how I can talk more black. I guarantee you they're gonna say the most racist thing you've ever heard. At this point, I've gotten it my whole life, so I don't really take offense to it anymore, but I will say it makes me so sad. But just to set the record straight, I don't think that I'm white. There's no part of me that wants to be white, but I will continue to do the things that I do and like the things that I like and talk the way that I talk. Anyways, that's all. Bye.
Things I think people are lying about liking because there's just actually no way. Number one would be tanning. Tanning is literally miserable unless you're tanning in like the pool or the ocean, because if not, you're literally all sweaty and miserable. I don't know if anyone else is like this, but I literally feel like I'm only getting tan when I feel my skin burning. So I kind of just have to tough it out. Another thing I think people lie about liking is getting their nails done. I genuinely dread the day that it's time for a fill. I can't sit still to save my life, and it takes like an hour and a half, so it's just not a fun time. And I literally raw dog the whole appointment, like no AirPods or anything, because I just feel like I'm being rude if I have them in. So I'm basically sitting there bored out of my mind for almost 2 hours. This one hurts a little because I hold them near and dear to my heart. Everything showers. If you get it, you get it. After an everything shower just feels so rewarding because you feel so fresh and clean. But I'm telling you, when I'm in that shower, I feel like I'm going to pass out. It feels like I'm literally going to war trying to do my whole shower routine. And not to mention absolutely chugging an entire water bottle the second I get out. Lastly is like green juices or Bloom. That stuff is barely good on its own, but all blended up into like a juice. That's so disgusting. Maybe some people just get more used to the taste over time, but I just don't think I could ever do it. I know a lot of creators promote that kind of thing, but do they actually like it? Okay, that's all. Bye, guys.
Things I don't understand. How they found the atom. Like, you still can't even see it. That's just something they imagined. I'm also almost positive that it doesn't even look like this picture. I'm so confused on how they found the atom that I almost don't even know if it's real. Glasses. Like, what do you mean? Person who just can't see just puts a piece of glass over their eye and they're fine? Bluetooth. We literally started on this earth as cavemen with only rocks, and you're gonna tell me we made Bluetooth from, like, land? When someone hates you so much, it becomes literally an obsession for them. I don't get it. I thought you didn't like me. Just leave me alone. How they built the pyramids. This one is almost a conspiracy theory for me, though. Reason number one, we could not make them today without the technology we have. Like, unless we use machines, we couldn't recreate the pyramids today. So how are you gonna tell me that they did it in the past? Next reason, the pyramids are too steep for them to have, like, continue to place the bricks on top. A ramp to the top would have been too steep, and they didn't have, like, cranes. The speed of light is 299,792,458, okay? And the coordinates of the Great Pyramid of Giza is 29.9792458. That's the same number. I also think that one, like that pyramid, I might be wrong on this one, was placed like almost exactly at the equator. Yeah, I don't even know if I could be convinced that humans built that. If you want to hear more of my conspiracies, let me know because I have so many. Okay, that's all. Thanks for watching. Esqueta.
All my get ready with me's are about things I hate, so let's just give a little life update. A lot of people have voiced their concerns about the health and integrity of my hair. I promise you, no licensed professional cosmetologist will do someone's hair if it is going to fall out. so my hair is fine. Thank you for your concern. My favorite foods right now are hot wings and crawfish, but not just crawfish, pretty much just any seafood boil in general. I've also realized that a lot of people are under the impression that I'm like 12 years old. I've said my age a million times. I promise you, I am not 12 years old. I love fishing. I go like almost every day. I'm just not very good at it. Usually during the summer, like after school ends, I literally sit at home for 2 months straight and not do jack shit because I never have anything to do. But this summer, I've actually like been with my friends all day. Like I haven't been home pretty much at all. I've been outside every single day. And it's good because I'm having fun, but it's not good because I hate getting tan, and I'm getting pretty tan. And then I have 3 beach trips next month, which I'm excited for, but I just know I'm gonna get tan. And I don't like being tan. I feel like people forget or don't realize that I have a life outside of TikTok and I have an actual job. Not saying this isn't a job because this shit pays well. But I do have a real job. It's a family business that I work at. I said the restaurant name once and then people started bombarding, calling the restaurant and being straight up disrespectful to my family, so never will I ever shout out the restaurant again. Okay, here's the look. It's the same as every single day. It's boring as fuck, but I love you so much. Have an amazing day.
Story time on how I got bullied in year 9, which was basically last year. So basically, obviously, I had a friend, let's just call her Cucumber. Cucumber was actually my friend. Like, me and her were locked in, stuck like a beauty hole. Like, that was my girl for real. Like, I would never see her outside of school, but that was like literally one of my closest friends. If you saw me, you would always see her. If you see her, you would always see me. Like, that's the type of friendship we had. But one random day when we broke up for the Easter holiday, she just started being rude and posting indirect saying how I was clingy and stuff like that and blah, blah, blah. And I obviously found out from my friends because obviously they had been around her, and apparently she was talking shit about me. And obviously you guys know that I have a YouTube, and she was just making fun of it, especially the video that I made with my mom. She was just saying names, which I'm not going to disclose on here because I don't want to make it worse for her. Well, for Cucumber, that's the code name. But yeah, and like honestly, when I went to school, there was this another girl called, let's just call her Snail, because this is Snail. So obviously her and Snail had been best friends for a while, her and Cucumber I meant. And obviously now she doesn't like me. Well, I don't know. She's just very manipulative and very confusing. We don't know what this girl likes or who she likes or who she doesn't. So yeah, so now I'm at school and I just feel really uncomfortable because they make my life a living hell. I'll be in lessons and they're all on the other side, you know, laughing, snickering, saying, oh my gosh, look at her, she's by herself and stuff like that. And I would feel really low to a point where I was like, you know what, I can't do this. So I just started skipping lessons and bunking lessons that I had with them. It was honestly too much and I just couldn't handle it like at all. I just felt so like bad. Pages were made of me, calling me sticks, calling me skinny and stuff like that. It was just so bad. Like honestly, I felt so bad for myself. I feel bad for myself now, like honestly. It's so evil how certain individuals can treat one human being. Like I literally wanted to because of them. Like that's so bad. That's actually really bad. I could have actually reported them and this could have been more serious than it is, but it's fine, you know. I choose peace now and I'm in a very better situation than I was. But yeah, it was honestly that bad and I would not wish that on anyone. If you are getting bullied at school, trust me, it literally just gets better. But yeah, it does get better, as I said, and trust me, Cucumber doesn't really have friends like that anymore and no one likes Cucumber, so see how the tables have turned. Yeah, calm as a bee. But yeah, bye guys. Let me know if you want more story times on school.
My kinda unpopular opinions. I personally think that waxing is better than any other kind of hair removal. I feel like long dresses are cuter than short dresses, but I feel like short skirts are cuter than long skirts. I think a sweet spice tops a bitter spice any day of the week. I don't think we should have homework because if we're in school for literally 8 hours a day and we still don't have enough time to finish your work, you're obviously the issue. I fully just don't understand the term girl's girl. I feel like we should just be like good people. I'm not just gonna like every single person. If you're a good person, then I like you. 2016 makeup is so much better than clean girl makeup. And I'm saying this on like a creative aspect. I will take a nice zip up jacket over a hoodie any day. I will take sweatpants or joggers over leggings any day. But I think this is just because I hate how I look in leggings. I hate the term forgive and forget. I feel like you can forgive, but some things you can just not just brush under the rug. Some things you have to remember. Okay guys, that's it for this video. I love you so much. Have an amazing day.
I want to know the company you will never buy from again, and I'll tell you mine. I know everybody makes mistakes, so I normally don't share these experiences, but this has truly been a nightmare. And my only point in making this video is to share my experience so that you don't make the same mistake as me. So me and my boyfriend spent over $10,000 on furniture from Mathis Brothers Furniture. By no means is that like a normal thing for us. We worked really hard to save the money up to buy the new furniture for our new home. On top of the $10,000, we paid shipping and delivery fees for them to set everything up just because I didn't feel like I was strong enough to hold like the 200-pound tabletop, etc. What was supposed to be one delivery day, it has turned into 5 or 6, and I'm going to show you pictures as to why they keep coming to our house and we keep getting disappointed. We received 2 white couches, one of them being broken and both of them being dirty. Here's the TV stand we ordered. It was completely scratched. A whole chunk of wood was taken it off for a delivery issue. The doors weren't symmetric on it either. I don't know if you can tell in the picture, so they didn't open and close properly. Our bed frame and our dresser had minor cracks in it that they sent like a maintenance guy out to fix. And then one of our nightstands just has this massive crack in it, and it still does because I didn't notice until it was out of the 7-day window. They dented our wall delivering the couch. For most of these items, they brought us new pieces, which we greatly appreciate, and we understand things happen. Although I'm understanding that this furniture is extremely heavy and little cracks and dents and scratches are going to happen, here are all the things that Mathis Brothers did that I am not okay with. I believe it was our first delivery day, and I see the people unloading the truck and they're not using a ramp, and I'm like, the day before, me and my boyfriend were using a U-Haul to grab boxes not even a fourth of the weight of that dresser, that nightstand, etc. So I'm watching as they slide thousands of furniture off of their company truck. So the first thing I noticed is them doing this with our TV stand, and the bottom of it was completely scuffed. So I told my boyfriend, please go out there and tell them to use the ramp. To which they replied that that takes too long. Then I'm watching our white couch be completely dropped all over the front yard, and obviously they're workers, their hands are going to be a little dirty. It's getting all over the couch cushions because I guess they don't wear gloves. I want to make the same thing clear that I told Mathis Brothers. I greatly appreciate these guys' help. I wouldn't be able to pick these pieces up. I told Mathis Brothers that, but the fact that they send 2 guys out for something that's probably like a 5-person job with no gloves, that is on Mathis Brothers. That is not on the delivery people. Another time when our couch was broken, they didn't have the tools to fix the brackets, so my boyfriend was the one drilling the couch together. Mind you, they charge you like $150 for install fee in the house. For occasion, on the same day where they refused to use the ramp, me and my boyfriend got on the company truck to grab our own pieces because we were tired of watching them be scratched. Fast forward to the second delivery day, I believe. All we were getting that day was a new couch, and they brought us another one extremely dirty and broken. Fast forward to when me and my boyfriend get back from Colorado. This whole time they have been assuring us in email, phone call, that they will let us know the moment our table goes in stock because they forgot a leg the first time and now it's all completely out of stock. I told them so many times on the phone that all we needed was 1 leg as well as an email. I have emails. I'm not gonna like share the emails because I don't know if I'm allowed to do that. I'm on the way back home from Colorado, and I told my boyfriend I'm gonna call our salesperson and see if there's an update on the table because we should be getting it soon. Sales guy's like, what do you mean? They said your table delivered already. Mind you, I have probably called the company over 20 times to complain about everything that's happened because this is just like the smallest basis of a story I can give you. There are so many little intricate details and so many show-ups at our house that went completely wrong. I do want to note that all of the salespeople we worked with at Mathis Brothers were incredible, and most of the customer service people were incredible. Anyways, I called them again. This is probably my 25th phone call, and I said, hey, like, we never got notified that the table went in stock, and it's showing it's in stock. Why haven't we gotten one? To which they are like, what are you talking about? I don't know. Obviously, you know it's frustrating when you're like explaining your story for the 400th time, so I re-explain everything, and they're like, oh yeah, we'll get a table out to you. Okay? Said, all I need is the leg. This is an email. All we're missing is a table leg. They come today and they bring us a table base and no table legs. I literally thought the guy was joking when he said, do you just need a base? Called customer service. The lady I worked with was super sweet. I actually apologized for how frustrated I was on the phone because I should not take it out on the wrong people. And she lets me know, which is not her fault, that they are not willing to bring us the table leg today. Mind you, our TV stand, forgot to tell you guys this, is still missing the entire base. I can put a little picture right there. Last thing I'll add is, considering me and my boyfriend did quite a bit of the work, they assured me that I would receive all of my shipping and delivery fees back. Nothing with furniture. I understand I'm paying for the furniture. I never would ask for my money back for that, considering I have the furniture. Well, most of it. And I call a lady on the way back home from Colorado, and I said, hey, I've only received 280 of my whatever, like 400 and something dollars of shipping. And she goes, you're not getting your money back for shippings that went correctly. And I said, yes, I am. They promised me, and none of my shipments went correctly. Here's what they have given me: a $500 gift card to their store, and they have told me that I can either take another $150 gift card, or I can call a contractor out about the dent in our wall, get an estimate, go into their store, tell them the estimate, and see if they approve it. My point in telling this story is, if you want to work with Mathis Brothers, be prepared to make your own phone calls every time you notice things with your order, because they're not going to call you like they say they will. Be prepared for your furniture and your walls to have dents and scratches, because they don't send enough people out there to do the work. And be prepared to say your story over and over and over again because I don't think they keep your file organized to know what's going on, because every time I call a new person, they have no idea what I'm talking about. If I felt like Mathis Brothers cared about their customers, I would not make this video, but at this point, it's not really mistakes. It's just laziness and lack of care for your customer. The only people that care about the customers are the salespeople and most of the customer service people. Nobody needs to feel sorry for me. I chose how much I spent on furniture, and I chose how much I've put up with to get the pieces because I do like the pieces. All I'm saying is I wouldn't work with Mathis Brothers Furniture. I'll be using my gift card, and then I'll probably never order from them again.
I've been on vacation, so I haven't done much get ready with me's, but get ready with me in Rome. I'm gonna see my grandpa, like my dad's dad. He lives here, and I haven't seen him in like 6 years, so let me tell you guys a little bit about that. So my grandma and my grandpa, like my dad's parents, are both Colombian, right? They both grew up in Colombia, got married there, and then they got divorced, and my grandma married an American guy and moved to Miami, and then my grandpa married an Italian lady and moved to Rome. My dad ended up moving back and forth, like Miami, Colombia, also Rome. And I don't know, like he hasn't lived with his dad in a good, let me think, 22 years-ish. And they live in different continents. Relationships are based on communication, and I really haven't had much communication with him, so I don't really have a relationship with my grandpa. I'm visiting Rome right now with my mom's side of the family, and since we're here, we're like, okay, we might as well see him, right? But it's gonna be kind of awkward because I'm going with my mom and her boyfriend and his daughter, so it's like, I don't know, it's weird because it's like my dad's family, but it's with my mom's like new boyfriend. I'm kind of nervous about the communication because yes, he grew up in Colombia and speaks Spanish, but he's lived here for so long that like when he speaks Spanish, he mixes his Spanish with Italian. He thinks he's speaking Spanish, but it's really mostly Italian, if that makes sense. Anyways, I have like 5 days of this trip left, and I'm running out of clean underwear. I think I only have like 3 pairs left, so I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. Can you hear the sirens? It's so different than it sounds in the United States. Look at the difference with my face with lashes done versus without. That's so cool. Okay, I'm done getting ready. Bye, guys.